welcome to my van life Q&A, and thank you for all your great questions.
Question is, do I feel safe when travelling alone as a solo female? And the answer to that question is yes, I do. And the reason I say that is because the feeling of feeling safe or feeling fearful is just a thought that you have and a story that you can make up behind that thought of, what happens if this happens. And so it's all a story about, what you think could happen. But, and I've stay in lots of places where I'm totally on my own in the middle of nature, and I think the chances of some crazy lunatic coming and, I don't know, doing something bad to me is a very, very small risk. So although I have an awareness, I'd say always have an awareness of your surroundings, but don't allow that fear of the thoughts of things that might happen stop you from traveling or staying somewhere. And the only advice I would also give about wild camping is that, which I've learned from experience, is don't stay at viewing points, so beauty spots where there's a viewing point, because those are the places that the local youth will come at night late, especially in Portugal, because Portuguese go to bed quite late here, like 2 o'clock in the morning maybe, even on a Monday night. So if you don't mind like loud music from cars and chatting till the early hours of the morning, then that's fine, park in those places. But otherwise, my advice is to avoid them. So just go out there and don't let fear stop you.
The Nissan NV300 is a mid-sized panel van based on the Renault Traffic Vauxhall Vivario platform, but it comes with a much better warranty of 5 years, which also includes breakdown recovery back to the UK if necessary. It's a 1.6 diesel with economy mode and is very economical and environmentally friendly with very low emissions.
Question is, do I have health insurance cover? And the answer to that question is yes and no. So I have an European health insurance card, which I believe, I know that until the end of this year at least, when you're in another European country, you are entitled to healthcare under their healthcare system. And Portugal have something very similar to what we have in the UK, whereby you can obviously go to a doctor, but if you need medication then you have to pay for it, or you can take out personal health insurance, which currently I haven't got, but it is something that I am going to do, and I also need it for the residency here as well. It's one of the conditions of having temporary residency. That's how it is, and I hope I stay healthy and don't need anything that's going to cost me a lot of money.
Did I view bigger vans? Yes, I did, but I wanted a van that I wouldn't have any width or height restrictions with, and this is the perfect size for that. Also, it fits in a normal car parking space.
Question from Michelle: am I intending to learn Portuguese? The answer to that question is absolutely yes. I've already started. Before I came to Portugal, I started to use the Babel app, although I did find out that the Portuguese on there is Brazilian Portuguese and not Portuguese Portuguese. So there is slight differences, but it's actually been really helpful. And I do that every morning, and that's progressing nicely. And the other thing I have started to do is to sit in cafes and just listen and be around Portuguese people who are speaking Portuguese, and to see how much of it I'm actually understanding. So it's quite difficult when someone's speaking very quickly, but if they're slower in their speaking, then I can actually understand what they're saying. And I actually had a conversation with an elderly Portuguese man on the beach the other day, and I could understand what he was saying, and I was able to respond. So that was really good. And so it's coming along very slowly. And the other thing I had the opportunity of doing, which is really great for learning a language, is to watch an English film, but with Portuguese subtitles. So that I found that really a good way to learn new vocabulary and how to string sentences together as well. And another thing I've done is I have bought a magazine, a Portuguese magazine, Zen Energy magazine, and which looks really interesting. So I am now reading that and using Google Translator to help me to read that. So lots of things I'm doing to speak the language, because I have found that particularly here in this area, not everybody does speak English. So, and it's very useful to be able to understand and speak the language where you're going to live. So I am doing my best.
Did I consider other countries for a long stay? Well, last year I did stay in Norway for 2 months and Spain for a couple of months, but Portugal was the place that I decided to come and see whether or not I could make a life here. And it really has everything that I desired. It has the most beautiful nature, mountains, lakes, amazing beaches, great food, it's cheap to live, and it's reasonably easy to get residency. Pooh asked, what is my favourite place that I've travelled to? And it has to be Norway and the incredible Northern Lights that I was lucky to see 4 times.
Cartas que me mandaste, esquece o passado.